Be this world, changing your mindset.
Have you heard that the average Nigerian life expectancy is between 55 years old? Have you heard about that? Maybe you've not. If you've not, I think you should think about it. Good to have you on another edition of your Workaway TV talk show, Be This World. It's my pleasure to have you join us this week. A quick break, I'll be right back. Don't go away. And today on the show, we'll be talking about health. And I have in the studio wonderful people who will be looking at how this life expectancy in Nigeria, that they said is about 55 years, who could actually exceed it and live a better life. And joining me in the studio today is member from Max International Associates. And in my immediate left, I have Dr. James. Dr. James, yes. Good to have you on this world.
James, happy to be here.
Dr. James who?
I'm Dr. James Osolo.
Osolo.
Yes.
It's my pleasure to have you on this world.
Yeah.
And my immediate right to have Dr. Ifani. Dr. Ifani, good to have you.
Good to have you.
You actually look like a doctor, I can see with your step.
Right, interesting.
And in my far right, we'll have Anne. Anne, good to have you on this show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Max International Associates, what's it all about?
Well, Max International is a U.S. company. We've been in Nigeria now for about a year. We just had our 1-year anniversary in October. And we're here to really empower people with better health, success, and significance. We have a breakthrough product. It's doing amazing things for the people of Nigeria.
You have been in Nigeria for like a year. You've already celebrated your 1-year anniversary, which means people already are staying in Nigeria. Now, I'm interested in that health aspect you talked about. Why do you think that what you have for Nigerians will help Nigerians? There's a study that shows that an average Nigerian life expectancy is about 55 years old. How could Max International help in this?
Okay. So, you see, there are over 74 major diseases that are associated with a low amount of something in the body called glutathione.
Glutathione?
Yes. Glutathione is one of the most powerful molecules in the body that we produce naturally. It is what helps to protect the cells from toxins, from free radicals, inflammation, infection, and is what actually helps to give us energy, help us to live healthier, happier. But now the problem is, as we age, the levels of glutathione start to decline. So as it goes down, our immune system goes down, the energy levels go down. We are prone to more diseases. And in this side of the world, where there's a lot of toxicity in the environment, we are even prone to more than those people outside Africa. Now, Max International specializes in helping you produce more and higher amounts of that glutathione so that it can help to protect yourself, live healthier.
You know, I actually like what you're saying, glutathione.
Yes.
Many people might not even know what is glutathione.
Okay.
Doctor, if I could you please explain to us what is glutathione?
Glutathione is a naturally occurring antioxidant that is in every cell of the body. It is needed for a lot of processes, and it is so important that you cannot do without it. Now, to make this a little more simple for people, this naturally existing antioxidant helps you to mop up all the toxins, like you mentioned, that we're exposed to by reason of what we eat, we drink, by reason of being in our environment. Now, these are chemicals that are very minute, that could be dangerous to our bodies, leading us to developing chronic illnesses and subsequently death at untimely or at an early time. Now, this antioxidant called glutathione is in every cell of the body. It is the most abundant. Now, other antioxidants you might know are vitamin C, vitamin E, and the likes. But this is called the master antioxidant because it is very helpful in mopping up all these dangerous chemicals and small toxins. Now, once it mops them up, it also reduces your inflammation, meaning that when your body responds to stress or a stimulus, it reduces the reaction that your body would have with a negative effect. Now, it also gives you good energy. It makes your immune system boosted so that you're able to fight off and fend off infections. It gives you better mental focus and clarity. Improves your
I like
strength.
that.
Yes, it gives you improves the skin. Most of the ladies like you would like to have, you would
So
see
I
how
could
the
glow.
skin- Yes, yes.
I could glow like that.
Yes, it improves your skin and it makes you look very young because it has an anti-aging property.
Like seriously? Did you hear that?
Seriously. Yes.
You said, there's something you said there. You said it's naturally produced.
Yes, please.
And I said, and here said it's a US company.
Yes, please.
Please, how could you do that? We know that in USA, a lot of organic foods are not common there. So how could the United States of America produce this product that is US based and is naturally produced? How,
Yes.
how
So-
true is that?
Sure. So, interestingly enough, in the US, it's taken 25 years of scientific research to create something that's called ribosine. And ribosine gives our cells the nutrients we need so that we can create our own glutathione naturally. So think about every day we take food to eat, we take water to drink. Without it, our bodies can't work. It's the same thing with glutathione. Our bodies can't work without it, but we need some nutrients that we take in so that our bodies can actually make our glutathione ourselves. And what Max has done after 25 years of scientific research is to give our bodies the nutrients we need so that we can make our glutathione naturally, and it's 300% more effective than anything else in the world at raising glutathione, and that science is called ribosine. Ribosine is the nutrients that our bodies need to make glutathione naturally. Yes.
I like that. Now, how would you know that you don't have enough glutathione in your system?
Okay.
From what your colleague said here.
Okay.
How would you know? Because you said it's everybody needs it.
Okay.
And most people lose it. How would you know?
All right, so there are several ways you'll be able to tell
Please
when you
tell
have
me.
low levels of glutathione.
I hope you won't tell me I don't have it now.
I will tell you.
Okay, fine.
So one of the first things, if you notice that you have low energy levels, you always get tired, you're stressed out, or you're experiencing poor sleep, then you
That's
have low
an
levels.
immune system, your immune
Yeah.
system being low.
If your immune system is low and you're always getting infections, airborne infections and all that, your glutathione levels are low. If you have this poor mental focus, if you forget things easily, your glutathione levels are low. If you get tired and stressed out after just a little walk, your glutathione levels are low. If your skin is wrinkled and is loose, your glutathione levels are low. Look at it like this. Babies, young babies, 1 year old, 2 year old, they have the highest amounts of glutathione up to the age of 18. So comparing the skin of the baby to that of a 50-year-old woman, there's going to be a large difference. That's because the baby has high levels of glutathione, but the woman has low levels of glutathione. So as we age, the levels of glutathione decline, and all the benefits of glutathione also go down.
Now, this glutathione we're talking about here, is it a multivitamin? Is it a tablet? What is it? But before you answer that question, because I can see you're itching with your mouth, you want to talk, Dr. Ifeanyi, let's go for a quick break, and when we return, we'll continue. Don't get away, we'll be right back.
From my own perspective, perception, mental laziness can be referred to a situation where one, either a youth or an adult, falls short of using the initiative inherent in him to achieve a specific goal. Because for all of us, we are created with an innate knowledge and wisdom. And when one fails to use what God has endowed him with to achieve what he or she is expected to achieve in life, it then means that that person is lazy mentally. I cannot say that Nigerian youths are mentally lazy, because even the Bible says among the 12, there must be Judas. So many youths have maximized what is in them, and today they are persons to be reckoned with in the society. Mental laziness has nothing to do it, contribute to an extent, but for me it has nothing to do with where you are coming from. Nigerian youths are not mentally lazy, because in Nigeria today, when you talk about the Hollywood of America, in Nigeria you talk about Nollywood. Nollywood is, if you look at the number of people in Nollywood in Nigeria today, is down, mostly considered by youths. And these people have discovered what God has put in them. If you go field of, let's say, education, people like Emma Golude, Chimamanda, so many of them, they're all youths. And there are so many other youths who are into all this computer programming. These persons are youths. But for me, I cannot give a blanket answer that Nigerian youths are lazy. Nigerian youths are not lazy. But in another way, I must also tell you that going by the definition I first gave, some Nigerian youths are lazy. They are lazy in the sense that, in America they always say, think about what you do for America and not what America will do for you. Some are waiting for their uncles to come and give them billions before they will go out there to make something out of life. Some are waiting for their uncles to send them to school. Some are waiting to go to Malaysia and Indonesia and all sorts of any part of the world before they will be able to make something out of life. While we are growing up, even today, we are told that what you are looking out there in Sokoto is there in your Sokoto. And I must say that I'm very much happy because I've seen so many youths who, despite where they are coming from, they break through. They told themselves that I must succeed in life. And as one philosopher will say, that it is poverty that makes us the son of a poor man to be rich. When you come out of life, you don't need anybody to tell you, this is where my father or the level my father is operating. Let me do one or two things differently. Even when we were in school, I must tell you, some of our lecturers then will tell us that we know that some of you are studying law, not because you want to study law, but some of you are in this class because your parents want you to study law. People who have told themselves that they are in this school to study law, that this is where they're going to end up, that is as practicing lawyers, and this is where their silver and gold will come from. These people prepare themselves in school. I may not be fantastic, but going by the several years I've put in, what I've achieved or what I achieved, most people who were there before me couldn't achieve it. That was why I want to give you this explanation, just for you to know that some people, it has nothing to do that somebody went to school, you ended up not knowing how to fill your forms. You ended up not knowing how to make a simple, correct statement. The reason is that some of our people, or some of our youth goes to school, or some desire to go to school, not because they want to go there and get that information needed to equip themselves for the future. What they are going there to do is because my father is rich, and if I don't go to school, my father will not do any other thing for me. some of these students, they are just there. And most people have good intention, but once they get to university, because of one or two friends, they will fall out of the way. Before you know it, the years have started ticking. Graduation is there. And once you leave school, you discover that you don't have any foundation. And for this set of people, they passed through school, but the school didn't pass through them. They have certificate, but they don't have anything in their brain. That's why even when you employ them in a bank, you see somebody that studied accounting. Tell him to work in the bank, he'll tell you he won't go to the bank because he cannot do anything. Look out for somebody that studied public administration. He can't come to work in any government establishment or private institutions because he cannot do that. Some of us who study law, you see them after studying law, they will tell you they won't practice because if they don't have basis. All this requires practice, yes, but you must start somewhere before you'll be able to practice. So what I'm trying to tell is that for me, you must make life something out of life depending on what you want. And it is the same institution that produces people like us by the grace of God. The same institution produced you. The same institution produced so many people, graduates that graduated with first class, who are also doing well in their various fields. It is the same institution that are also producing young men and women, youths, in our various institutions today. But the truth remains that once you get into an institution, we have good lecturers there. The problem we have is that our lecturers, our teachers, most of them are not they don't have that encouragement again from input from the government. And as a result, so many of them now have businesses outside their core areas, which is lecturing or teaching. And as a result, their students suffer. But I want to let you know that if you know what you are doing, I must continue to say, if you know what you are doing, like those days when I was in school, there is something I used to do. I don't have all the days books. But what I always do is this. Every weekend, I will collect textbooks from my colleagues. And that weekend, I will make sure I read and form my own notes from those textbooks. I want to tell you by the grace of God, throughout my stay in the university for one day, I didn't think of failing any course.
This is Biggest World. My guest on the show today is the member of Mass International Associate, and we're still talking about health. Before we went on break, Dr. Ifeanyi, yes. I will ask, the way you explain these things, is it this glutathione, is it a multivitamin, is it a tablet, or is it a kind of food that people should eat to make it grow or to boost it? I don't really understand, and I know many people want to understand too.
We'll help you out. Okay, so to make you understand this better, like we said earlier, glutathione is actually naturally produced in your body. It's just that it starts to reduce because of different reasons like aging, chronic illness, poor diets, if you've been drinking a lot of alcohol, if you smoke, you don't get enough sleep, it reduces this even further. Now, at Max International, it's taken 25 years for us to get this wonderful technology called ribosome. And this is the wonderful technology that is helping people be able to make more glutathione naturally. Now this ribosome actually comes in formulated products like Cellgility, which is our flagship product. Now, Cellgility contains 12 other synergistic antioxidants that will actually help to make more glutathione for your body. And some of these antioxidants range from resveratrol, which most people drink red wine for because they say it's good for the heart. Yes. So now we've taken it out of the red wine, so you don't have to have all the dangers that come with red wine.
So red wine actually is good for health.
That was the reason why people took it, but alcohol has bad effects.
So alcohol content of it.
Yes. So we've taken out the resveratrol, which is the good part of
the red wine.
And now you have it in Cellgility, which is just single capsule that you can have. And you also have alpha-lipoic acid, which is another antioxidant that you can have. You have black pepper. You also have turmeric root extracts. You have aloe vera extracts. These are all extracts that go to become synergistic in terms of boosting your natural glutathione.
Well, now, some people might say, now since you said everybody has it in his or her body, and as we age, it reduces. Without this, your product, is there any other thing one can do to increase or to boost his own glutathione?
Okay.
Is there other thing you can do? I mean, probably I don't want to take your tablets.
Okay.
I don't want to take your drugs, your medicine. Is there anything naturally one can do to boost it as you age?
Great. So glutathione levels are difficult to raise. So anything that has glutathione in it, when you take in glutathione that has already been made, it gets digested by the acid in the stomach and by the enzymes in your gut. So it doesn't reach the cells in the body where it is needed as glutathione because it's already been digested. So there are a few fruits, very, very rare, that may contain some of the precursors of glutathione.
Fruits like what about?
I think one of the ones I know, is it cucumber or something? I think fruits that contain a little cysteine.
Yeah.
But the thing is that cysteine is also fragile. So when you take it in, it gets digested in the intestine as well. So to cut the long story short, glutathione levels are difficult to raise. So people before now have been taking it in injection forms. Those are very expensive and short acting, and you can get like side effects because you're putting it straight into your bloodstream. So that's why Mac International was able to come up with ribosine, a safe way which has naturally occurring precursors that are already in your body that just brings the nutrients that your body needs to make its own natural form of.
It's okay. No, and I heard you talk about the business aspect of this product. Please, could you educate us a little?
Yes, absolutely. So, as I said, Max International is here in Nigeria and in Africa to empower people with better health, success, and significance. And so because we have a product that is so unique, that is making such an incredible impact, when people use our product, if they're healthy, what they typically will notice is better energy, better sleep, better mental focus, and reduced aches and pains. But if there's a health challenge of any kind, oh my goodness, diabetes, hypertension, stroke, arthritis, erectile dysfunction, so many things can improve because your body is now beginning to heal itself. This product is not a drug or a medicine, but the body can begin to heal itself as it was designed to through raising glutathione. So when we see how effective this product is, what happens is people use it and then they want more. And then they recommend to others, and then they recommend to others, and it grows naturally. So Max International is actually here looking for business partners. We need more partners to get the word out about this wonderful product, because we don't know whose mother is going to be saved, whose child is going to be saved, whose brother is going to be given back to the family through a better quality of life. People are dying today in Nigeria. They are struggling today in Nigeria, and we need to get the word out about this product. And to do that, we need partners. And believe me, there is money to be made. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you have office in Africa?
Yes, we just launched in Africa a few years ago. We have an office in Ghana, we have one in Ivory Coast, and now we have one in Nigeria.
Where in Nigeria?
We have it in Lagos, in Ikeja.
So if somebody wants to get this product, somebody can come to your office in Ikeja,
Yeah, they will have to get in touch with whoever invited them or told them about
it.
Product, and the person will be able to introduce them.
It's been nice having you in Nigeria. So what message do you have for Nigerians?
Thank you. Well, I love Nigeria. I think there's such an opportunity to make a difference here with what Max International is offering. And so I would just say, find Max, find a way to start on the product, and find a way to start in the business if you're somebody who also wants to have a better life. You know, it's not my first time to Nigeria, but I have now relocated here to Nigeria from Canada because I see such an opportunity to make a difference here in Nigeria.
You can see somebody from Canada is relocating to Nigeria and you are running away. Stop running away now. There's an opportunity for us here. It might not come as fast as we want it, but I tell you, with time, things will fall in place and things will get better. Wow, it's been wonderful having you people on the show. Dr. Ifeanyi, thank you very much. And thank you so much. Dr. James, thank you very much. Wow. It's been wonderful speaking with those wonderful gentlemen and women. And they've said it all. Remember, health is wealth. If you are not healthy, you can't even do for money, you can't even do anything you want to do. So let's get our health right. That's what you'll be taking today on the show. In case you missed this interview, you can watch it online on www.irisworld.tv. That's what you'll be taking today on the show. Bye.